Hey guys, it's Switch, and today we are going to be playing a very special Pokemon game. It's not an RPG, it's not even a puzzle game. We're going to be playing a Pokemon first-person shooter. But no, it's Nintendo, so we aren't going to be playing a game where you shoot Pokemon. That would be too violent. And you'll just see what they came up with. Yep, this is a Pokemon photo first-person shooter. We are first-person taking photos. Yeah, this is Pokemon Snap. It is very, very weird for a Pokemon game. It's not like any other Pokemon game ever, or like any other game period ever. I guess I have a friend who says there are other first-person photo shooting games, but I've never heard of them. So let's start. New game. Sadly, we'll have to delete my practice file and switch. S W I T C H. Switch. Let's go.
Hello there.
Hello there. So yeah, this game is voice acting. The reason I invited you here is this Pokemon report. I'd like for you to take pictures of Pokemon for the Pokemon report. This game, kind of like Pokemon, the goal is to catch them all, or take pictures of them all, except you don't take pictures of them all because there's only 63 Pokemon in the game. But my run is going to be taking pictures of all 63 Pokemon. There's also this challenge mode thing, which is really dumb and I hate it, so I'm not going to be doing that. But, yeah. This is my new invention, the Zero One vehicle. You can take this on your trip. The Zero One vehicle constantly moves towards the goal base. No! I got this. Take pictures in the first course. I'm kind of in the switch. Let's go. Beach.
Yes.
Yes! Yes! Show me your moves. So, right off the bat here, you don't have to do anything because it'll pause the game for you. So you press C to aim, A to shoot. That's how you do it. Right here, you want to... Okay, that was really bad, but Dodo will pop out, and you can get a picture of Dodo if you know that he's coming. Get a nice close-up of Pikachu there. And Butterfree will fly around, but he'll also stay still and you get a good picture of the Emperor. I don't know. It's not 4th gen yet, there aren't differences in genders. Stop moving! Or, never mind. What I meant there was face me, because you actually will get terrible scores if the Pokemon is facing you. It's basically not even worth it. Here's a Snorlax. Question mark was there, which means that I basically can't get a picture of him. If there's a question mark, then with a couple exceptions, it means a picture of him won't register and you won't get any points for it. So later you'll be able to get a good picture of Snorlax, but not yet. Here's some rustling grass, which we also can't do anything about. Oh, there's a Meowth. But again, he wasn't facing me. If you look into the ocean here, if you're lucky, which I'm not, you can get a picture of a Lapras. You just want to keep checking the ocean, eventually a Lapras will pop up. Here's some stumps, which will be one later. I'm being mean, I shouldn't talk about things which you'll see later. Hopefully I can get a Lapras. Yep, there's a Lapras. And there's a good picture of Butterfree. There we go. More rust in the grass. That was probably pretty bad too. You have 60 film to start off each round, or each course. It's really enough. You probably will almost never use all of it up, but you just don't want to take pictures like crazy. Here's a Kangaskhan, which we also can't take this picture of. And here's coming up, we have our first example of a special picture. If you take pictures of special circumstances, you get bonus points. So here, there's some Pidgeys using Gust. And I'm going to get bonus points if I show them. And we get teleported back to the lab. One picture, no. It always does that. It has some delay. It's kind of annoying. The first time I did, I freaked out. I thought it only registered one picture. This is a really good picture of Pidgey. It's probably worth more than the one I have at the end, but I just want to show off the whole special picture thing. It's probably the one I have. Wait, yeah, no, this counts as Meowth? No! Try again. So this is the only one I have, actually, of them using Gust. This is... I don't consider any good pictures now. I should probably explain how this works. This is Oaksmark. The goal of the game is to get as many points as possible. Every pick... how should I put this? You get... every picture you present to them gets you a certain amount of points, and so you might say, well, why don't you just take a gazillion pictures and present them all to them? Well, you can only have one picture registered per Pokemon. See, as you see here, you only get to choose one picture of a Pokemon out of your stash from that picture-taking course thing? I don't know. If you go back to the course, you can take more pictures of the same Pokemon and present them to him, but it'll just compare it to the last picture, and you'll only get points for the one which is higher rated. So, if you get a great picture of a Pokemon that you don't think you can beat, just don't bother taking pictures of that Pokemon anymore. It won't be worth it. Might be the best one I have. You'll see here with the Kangaskhan, you really want to take pictures of Pokemon from the front, or you just won't score very many points at all. But there's really no loss in showing him at least one picture of, or showing him a picture of a Pokemon he's never seen before, because it's just 3 points, right? I mean, you don't lose points if it's a terrible picture, you just gain less. So that picture of Lapras isn't going to be worth much, but it's worth something. So you pick one, you send these to Professor Oak, and now he grades them. This is Professor Oak's check. This is Pikachu. 600 points, that's a pretty decent size. 800 points is a very average pose. And technique. See, you get grade on 3 things here. Size is how big they are. If you get part of a Pokemon, even if the Pokemon fills up the entire picture, if part of them isn't in the picture, he'll really cut you down on size. So a lot of the time it's better to get a smaller picture than a bigger picture where half the wing of the Pokemon is missing. So pose is basically what they're doing. If they're just standing there, usually it won't give you a very good pose. If they're jumping up and down, you'll get great pose. And technique is if the Pokemon is in the middle or not. Technique is really important because it doubles your score. Lapras. Okay, here, as you can see, the size is not very good. That means he won't even grade you on pose or anything else. So getting a good size is crucial. You really need it.
Wonderful!
Wonderful! Oh, that's not the middle? Well, as you can see, that's why you want to get good technique.
Wonderful.
I've played this before, so if this is your first time and you're not getting as good points, don't worry about it. You can always come back and get better pictures of the Pokemon after you practice more.
Wonderful.
Okay, and here you can see I took a picture from the back, so I don't get very many points on pose, and that means he also doesn't grade me on technique. So to get graded on technique, you need to get a good enough pose. To get graded on pose, you need to get a good enough size. That's why it's really important to, you know, wait a bit. Maybe he's in a really bad pose. Just take a risk and don't take a picture of him until you can get a good pose, because you won't get technique at all if the pose isn't good.
Wow.
So here we go. This is a special Pokemon picture. Since Pidgey's in Gust, he's going to give me an extra 500 points right off the bat. And there are other Pidgey in the this also, if you have more of the same Pokemon in the picture, you get bonus points.
Wonderful.
And they're graded kind of like, they're graded on size too. It's just not as important. So you definitely want to get the full Pokemon in the picture, otherwise you'll only get 10 extra points for other Pokemon in the picture, or something low like that. Good luck. So this is the Pokemon report. The Pokemon report is kind of useless, and unless you really want to see the pictures of Pokemon that you've taken. So, you know, like, oh, here's Butterfree, and you can look at your picture of Butterfree. I guess if you, like, the whole point of the game is to take pictures, so if you want to show off your pictures to your friends or something like that, the Pokemon report is kind of useful, but I don't use it very much. Ah, look at that, I can go to the next course.
Yeah.
And next time, we're gonna go there. See you then.